Over the last few years, Chelsea has been absolutely obsessed with signing young talent. It hasn't really worked out for them either, since they just finished 10th last year, overspending over £2 billion on players. Now, this is another project for Pep, number 2 in this series, and he has to take Chelsea from the absolute pits they're in right now to the Premier League title and Champions League glory. Now again, the rules for this challenge is pretty simple. It's same as always, only 2 transfers are allowed per season, and each transfer has to be below the age of 22. Now also, each season, in honor of Chelsea's bomb squad, where they keep signing these players and then keep sending them out and just selling them back a season later, we have to exile 1 player at random every season. So I'm going to be asking ChatGPT for some help during this challenge. They're going to pick a random position, and that is a position that we're going to have to just release as a free agent. And obviously, as always, to finish this challenge and Pep to win challenge number 2, we have to win the Premier League and the Champions League. So let's get into it. So as you can see, these are the players that we have had to get rid of that are too old, only at the age of like 23, 24. They are too old, likes of Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez. Basically, all of our key best players are all gone.
I've got nothing left. I've got nothing left.
So our first 2 signings for this challenge is number 1, in an attempt to replace Enzo Fernandez, is 19-year-old Newcastle midfielder Lewis Miley, who we managed to snap up for a nice £20 million fee. So that was a really solid first signing. And then our second is an attempt to bolster our defense, which we definitely need. So I found Sporting defender Diamande, who we've managed to get for $45 million, 21 years old, really solid signing with loads of potential. So this is the team for the first season. I think the biggest place to look out for is going to be Esteban on that right wing. We got obviously a young team, plenty of potential. Our bench is super shaky, which might hold us back, but let's just get straight into it. We've got to the end of this first season. I can see where we finished there. We have finished 7th. I don't know how to feel about that. We want to be the UCL as soon as possible, but I mean, considering we finished higher than Chelsea did in real life, it can't be that bad. No cup success, which is fine. And here is the team. As you can see, as I said, Esteban, our top performer there, but it was actually Gittins who was our top performer, seemingly our 2 wingers, carrying us through that season. Jeff Petrie did unfortunately play a few games, although I did put 1 reserve, so please forgive me for that. But anyway, let's just get the show into the next season.
The conversation for another day, but we
just leave it on. They've won absolutely everything.
At the start of every season, we do have to get rid of a player, and it's chosen center back. I'm really hoping it's not the left center back, because that is where Diamande is playing, but he has chosen left center back, which is just brilliant because Diamande is our best player. But anyway, the game's a game. We have to release him. It's a painful one. I don't want to do it, but he's gone. Game's a game. This is the challenge. This is the difficult thing that comes of it. And so we're going to get straight into the transfers for this season. Now, obviously to aid Diamande's exit, we've gone in with a 20-year-old Spanish Evertonian defender, Martin. Now, he's 20 years old. We've gone for about 40 million. He's a solid sort of price. And hopefully, I'm praying a solid replacement for Diamande. Now, also, we're going to be getting a new right back in Alberto Costa. He is 22, so he's right on the cusp. But we've gotten for about 35 million. Good feet, good potential, and this is the team as things stands going into season 2. Again, we've got Esteban on that right, who's really going to be our star player. So is Jamie Githens. Andrew Santos is really doing well. Penders is doing well. Yeah, we've got definitely a very good base. I'll kind of really want my bench to improve, but we're going well. So I've got a lot of hope for the season. Let's get into it. And straight into this season, and we've actually finished third, which is mental, so important for this challenge. Having UCL qualification, we were even actually in a bit of a tartar race as well. No cup success, but again, it doesn't matter. And this is the squad. Obviously, Esteban, our boy, our golden boy, performing as well. Santos and Hato are also really growing well. They're kind of underdogs, I think, here, really growing well in the overall. And these are also the stats. It was Esteban this season who took the leading role in goals and assists. Emmanuel Omega actually doing pretty well as well, but his rating isn't really growing that much. Be a really solid growth, and I'm excited for the next season. Let's go. And obviously started the season, our new exile, and it is left back, which I am devastated about because it does mean that it is Hato that has to go. I was just talking about his rating, how he's an underdog, and we have to release him. So yeah, that one's a gut and one, because I feel like left back is difficult to replace, but we have managed to find a perfect replacement, reuniting Pep with Nico Arali. He's 22, so again, just inside that age range, a big fee of 75 million that we bought him for. However, it is a perfect replacement for Hato. Now, our next signing, I spoke about Omega not really growing well, so I've gone for striker, and we've gone for Bournemouth's Junior Krupi, who are picked up for only about 45 million, 2 and 1 years old. Perfect replacement. Let's get straight into season 3. I forgot to actually show you guys the team now for this season with the new transfers, so just quickly brush over this. Really good improvement. Obviously, their subs are getting better as well. And let's now get into the next season. So we're at this new season, and we have finished 4th again. A little bit annoying. We're still close to that title. We're still in the race, but 4th again, at least it means that at the bottom line, we're still in the UCL. In terms of cups, we did actually win the FL Cup, which is brilliant. Also got to the final in the Carabao, and we're kind of nowhere near winning the UCL, but that's kind of be expected. And this is the team. Costa has grown astronomically. Same with Martin. The Raleigh doing well. Obviously, Esteval, what a player. Pretty much everyone is 85 and above now. We've got such a good team. These are the stats. Esteval getting over 50 goals and assists this season. Gittin's way behind, but still perform well. Omega actually outperformed Creepy, which is a bit weird to be honest. But no, a really solid season. So let's get into the next one. Again, standard business, our next round, and it's chosen center back again. If it chooses left center back, I'm going to be fuming. And thank God it has gone for the right center back, which means we absolutely mind Dusa, which I don't really mind doing. You know, he's 85 rated. He hasn't really grown that much, but he's a lot easier to replace than Martin. So let's get into our transfers. So what I've actually done this season, I've not signed any starting 11 players. I've basically signed 2 backup options for the bench, because I think the bench is where we're really struggling at the moment because we have no squad depth. So I've signed a left back called Martinez and a center back called Pacheco, both for nice cheap fees, both 20 years old, and obviously both just there for squad depth, and that is because Josh Achimpong is going to fill in for Mamadou Sarr in that center back, because I feel like if we go for someone young and that has to grow, it's just going to delay, I think, our progress by a few seasons. So I'm going with someone who's already got a bit of experience. He's already got a decent rating. And yeah, let's see what it takes us next season. And here we are. The next season has been simulated. I can see it there. We are 2 points off of the title. We are so close to winning one of these. We didn't win any cups, no UCL or nothing. So I'm just going to try and get straight into it because I can tell, I can sniff those trophies. We are so close. Look at our team. Estevar 92, Githens 90, just so many good players. And obviously these are the stats as well. Esvel topping these stats again. We have just got so many incredible players. Surely, I have faith that within the next 2 seasons, we can get this challenge done. And obviously our mandatory exile, and it is left wing, and that is actually awful. That's Gittins. I'm so glad it's not Estevar, but Gittins is still such a bad one to get that could hinder us, because it's really difficult at this stage to get young players that are 90 rated, and that one hurts. That one really hurts. We have been able to find a suitable replacement. Murray enters 95 million, and he's going to slot perfectly into that left wing. Thank God we found someone who is young enough and good enough to replace Gittins. And also, I have found a huge replacement for Josh. He wasn't really doing it for me in that sense back, and I couldn't pass up this offer. It is Acuna. He is another centre back from Sporting. Better than D Monday, though, with a release cost of 242 million, which I paid with the money that we have. So I mean, £2 billion Chelsea are coming out about 3 billion now, probably what we've spent. But this guy is insane, and I love your replacement for Josh. And so now this is the team. It is unbelievable. 90s across the board. Everyone at least 85 and above. Like I said, surely this is this season where we get this challenge over the line. So let's go. So here we are, and somehow we have not won the Premier League with this team. We weren't even near a title race. At least we were in a championship spot, because that would have been really damaging for this challenge. We have also won the cup double, but we both know that doesn't mean anything. These are the stats of the Esteval. Our MVP for this entire challenge has reached 95 overall. And this is what the score is looking like. Really, really strong. And now I forgot to mention at the start of this video that I do not have to exile a player if I've beat a top 6 team at least once each, which this season, although I forgot to record it, we have done. So you're going to have to take my word for it, lads. But at the end of the day, the next season, I'm not making any signings. I don't think I can improve the team. I don't need to get rid of everyone. We just have to have faith. So send your prayers and let's get straight into the next season.
The trophy they can't touch, but if they can get their hands on it later, it will mean absolutely everything. It's a walk they've dreamed of and a night they will never ever forget. There are no secrets, they know each other inside out. It's the third meeting in 6 weeks between them, but the stage has never been bigger and the rewards never greater. It's a proud night for English football in Portugal. We are all set for the Champions League final.
This to make Chelsea champions of Europe.
He's done it! The greatest night in the history of Chelsea Football Club. European champions. They've beaten Bayern in their own backyard. They've pulled the rabbit out of the hat again. Can you believe it?
Yes, guys, we have managed to complete this challenge all in the same season. We've won the Premier League, we've won the Champions League, and we also won the FA Cup just to top it off and win the treble. If you guys did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give it a like, a subscribe, and comment down below for more, guys. What else do you want to see? And also, do you like this voice or do you prefer the voice on my other videos? Just let me know. Any guys, thanks for watching. God bless and goodbye.